Let me show you how I carve this vulture out of wood. I'll link the bits and tool I use in the description. I print out a template of the vulture front and side view. I use packing tape to attach the paper to the wood block and get it ready for a rough shape out on the scroll saw. We cut the side shape first, then the front. Here's our piece cut from the block. Now we have a basic form that we can begin to shape with our tool, the Dremel. I penciled in the details where the wings fold, as well as the beak, eyes, feet, and just all the sections. This will help us carve and shape better. We'll use a high-speed cutter first. This will help us remove a good amount of material, but I'll go back and forth with different bits trying to flesh out the piece depending on our needs as we work. I'm starting with the beak. We want all that extra material removed. The beak should come to a point. Now the pine wood that I'm using was glued up in two parts. It's two 2x4s sandwiched together pretty much. And pine is pretty tough to carve. The grain has really soft areas, followed by some very thick grain. The thick grain is like a darker amber brown. It's what you typically notice and are familiar with pine. Here's the roughed out beak. Of course we have a ways to go. Now we'll get rid of the material to either side of the neck. The neck should not span the width of the head, but instead connect only in the middle. Now we'll carve a line where the wings and body meet, along the sides of the vulture. So we're reducing the torso so we can have the wings be a wider part of the bird. It's a slow process to remove, but this is tough pine, and we'll just work at it little by little. Let's switch out cutter bits. We will use this other high-speed bit now, and that'll help us dig in deeper in harder to reach areas. Now we will switch out our bits again and use the sanding drum to smooth out all the rough cuts we have created. This will also help define the different parts of the vulture, like the wings from the body and so on. We'll switch out bits again and go back to this round high-speed cutter. Let's work on the bottom part of the beak so it appears independent from the upper beak. And we'll shape more along the neck, wings, and body as well. Now we'll use this diamond bit, which can be used at lower speeds to flatten and smooth, a little less aggressive. The high-speed bit is a little bit more aggressive, to be honest with you. It leaves high spots and jaggedness, but it removes a lot of material. So this diamond bit should help blend and level the wood. So here's where we're at. All the parts of our vulture are defined. You can clearly see the beak, neck, body, wings, and claws. It's just a matter of smoothing and blending now. But there are some areas that we need to address with a more aggressive cutter. We're going to give this some more smoothing with the diamond bits and then a round of hand sanding going up through the grits, and then I'll show you the finished piece. Here's the vulture sanded and done. Now I feel that this piece could benefit from a paint job, and so the darker grain shows in some strange ways, and I feel it takes away from the carving a bit. So let's paint this and I'll show you how that looks. Here's our finished vulture. I think it came out pretty nice. What do you think? Anyways, thank you for watching. Subscribe to follow my projects like carving crafts, woodworking vlogs, music, and more. I'll catch you next time.